shadows that moved slightly wrong, electronic devices that worked better when sung to, plants that responded to emotion rather than sunlight. 3 months after my first email to Eleanor, she called an emergency meeting. 12 of us gathered in an abandoned warehouse where a massive breach had appeared, a shimmering curtain of energy that rippled like water but burned like fire. "It's happening too fast," she said, her face grave. "The barriers are collapsing, not just thinning. If all 5 universes merge suddenly, the conflicting physical laws will tear reality apart." "What do we do?" I asked. "We need to create a controlled merger." She gestured to ancient symbols she chalked on the floor around the breach. A ritual from Universe 5, the world without magic. They use science the way we might use spells. The warehouse lights flickered as she explained our roles. Each of us would represent an element, forming a human circuit around the breach. Eleanor would channel the energy, guiding the bleed rather than stopping it. "Will it hurt?" someone asked. "I don't know," she admitted. "This has never been done before." We took our positions as the breach grew brighter. I could see through it now, glimpses of another world where trees floated in the sky and creatures of living flame danced between them. Eleanor began the ritual, her voice taking on a strange resonance. The chalk symbols glowed. The air thickened. I felt a pressure building behind my eyes. "Don't break the circle," she shouted as reality began to warp around us. I saw impossible colors, heard sounds that tasted like metal, felt thoughts that weren't my own, alien perspectives flooding my consciousness. Then everything went silent. When I opened my eyes, the warehouse looked the same, but different in ways I couldn't immediately identify. The breach was gone, but the air shimmered faintly everywhere, like heat rising from summer pavement. Eleanor stood in the center, her hair moving though there was no wind. "Did it work?" I asked. She smiled and raised her hand. A small flame appeared above her palm, but it was like no fire I'd ever seen. It sparkled with tiny galaxies, small universes, born and dying within the flame. "It worked," she said. "The barriers are stable now, thin but controlled. So we have magic, and they have what they lacked. A perfect exchange." She closed her hand, extinguishing the cosmic flame. "The world is about to become very interesting. We should prepare people." As we left the warehouse, I noticed flowers growing from the concrete cracks, crystal blooms that sang softly in voices.